This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Illini, Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Gamecocks' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Fighting Illini offense takes the field, and they'll have the ball first. And they were in the market for a guy to make an impact on the ground, and they found him in this transfer, guys.
This was an offense that needs explosive play, so bring this dude in at the running back position and let him go. I can't wait to see what he's able to do today.
Man, let's see if he can earn the respect of his teammates. You know, you've done this and you have experience elsewhere. Now you get to do it for your squad, for your new team, all the hype. Let's see what he's got.
He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Brown will throw it. Got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
Snagged in the middle. It's Dixon. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Gamecocks offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And here it comes for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either, David.
No, it's crazy, and that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. Everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him, and that's a lot to ask of a freshman.
Pulls it in. It's Howell. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this running back, he can run a lot of different types of routes. I like the job on the angle route there, putting his foot in the ground, crossing the defender's face, and making it an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Courtney. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Gamecocks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Bring in the heat. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown Gamecocks. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Grabbed over the middle, it's Dixon. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35, it's 1st and 10. Brown wants to pass. Finds his target down the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Off play action. The short hands, it's Martin. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. On the run, it's Howell. He's loose at the 15. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
What a big play, backed up in their own end. And a big thing here is you're just trying to give yourself some space to work, and what a job up front of creating some big lanes and gaps for the ball carrier to get a huge chunk of yards.
To the air on 1st down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few 1st downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Little. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets the give.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the ground with the back. There he goes. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Final play of the quarter coming. Power football with the run. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. First play of the period will be a second down. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Wide receiver going in motion. To the ground. He's got it again. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
As a defender, you always want the interception, you want the big play, but I love it when guys go, and you can tell they're trying to back the football down. They see it in the air. They know they can't catch it, know they can't make a play, but they make sure the receiver can as well. Nice play.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
He's piled up 65 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the run, it's Howell. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the Sticks now back to work. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Clark. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gamecocks have taken it inside the 20. Here's the handoff. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. 8th play of the drive, and to keep this one going, they'll need to convert a 3rd and 5. He's looking to throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone, and the field starts to shrink. They really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. App State rolled to victory in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Brown will throw it. Caught over the middle. It's McCarthy. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points in the score.
Oh, he's got some space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
3rd down and inches, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to be physical and they're going to run the football, but they still executed a good level. Not only picking up the first down, chewing up more yardage to make this drive even easier.
Got it in the middle, it's McCarthy. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Brown wants to pass. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Right down the boulevard. It's good. It's our forced to settle for the field goal. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Oh, he wants it all. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best, trying to at least get into field goal range here at the end of the 1st half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign.
3rd quarter will get underway as soon as Illinois kicks it off. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the 2nd half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They try to pop a run on the draw. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Pulls it in, it's Clark. Turning it on. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Courtney. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. And
here's a fumble way behind the line. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
It's so hard to force fumbles. When you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Now on third and goal, and that earlier sack left him with more ground to cover. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. And this one is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field, ready to fire from the pistol. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. With the catch, it's McCarthy.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Looking for space, it's Davison. Looks as if Illinois will have enough for the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They'll give it to him again. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Brown will throw it. Working the big fella downfield and outside. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, they're able to hit the corner route. Now, as a quarterback, when you've got an athletic tight end like that, you're sort of reading the defense's body position. If the tight end's able to get past them off the line of scrimmage and man coverage, then you're going to be throwing that corner further down the field. But if the defender's playing off because he's afraid of the speed, then you want to flatten him, more like an out route to the sideline. These two guys right here, they've got awesome chemistry, and you saw it on that play.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got the big tight end on the corner route. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. So much for firing to a stationary sit-down tight end. How about this guy working the corner and getting the first down?
These tight ends can do so much nowadays. You start to feature him, but you watch him on the corner route, man. Just push it vertical.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Illinois!
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Right back to the well. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. The lone back's got it. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina.
Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started. Breaks into the open. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Makes the grab. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And this offense continues to have success and just put a long drive together. And on this defense, I'm getting desperate now. It's desperation. I got to make a play. I got to...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
He'll set up to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Stein. Got the completion, but couldn't quite maneuver his way in. He'll be inches short of the score.
22, Illinois, 10.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Brown wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And his throw is incomplete. The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch. Finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Check. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Martin. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Illinois.
He wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Illinois right back to the line.
Brings up second and goal.
To the air on second down. He's going for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. That score could have put them within realistic striking distance, but the penalty turns things around, and they'll have to go back to work. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Grabbed over the middle. It's Mahoney. Big fella fighting for every inch, but he will not get there, and it'll be 4th down.
8-yard line. Brings up fourth.
Brown will throw it. Here's the pressure. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown? There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They want that clock to run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. He's going for the big play. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Returns it inside the 30 to the 29, and after the interception, they'll try to cash it in with a score. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Brown wants to pass. It's complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's McCarthy. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Looking to throw on 1st down. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To the air on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Oh, he's got some space. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Illinois lining up quickly. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock.
No gain on the play. 3rd down coming up.
The Fighting Illini needing to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quickly to the flat to the wide receiver screen. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got him downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. It's 1st and goal as Illinois comes to the line. Brown will throw it. Looking to get it in. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Under a minute to go, just take a knee here and avoid the potential for disaster.
And we've seen it, Reese, very recently in schools that might be in the Sunshine State that decided to run the football and run plays, and it's come back to bite them. So there's nothing wrong, Jesse, with being conservative, taking a knee, taking the victory.
I think Miami and Georgia Tech are heeding your advice very, very carefully based on what we've seen in those recent years. Don't have to overthink this thing. Victory formation, leave the stadium with a W.